Hello everybody, welcome back to Balatro's Road to 100%. It's a brand new day. Hopefully, I can get some victories because, oh boy, I feel like last time I hit a lot of walls on a lot of occasions and it was quite rough. I am going to take a free polychrome and a double tag and head straight to the head. Heart cards are debuffed is fine. Show me a jack. Or a 9. I'll take either. And then, statistically, you'll probably give me both. Alright. This is okay. Then, like, a king and a 10 or something. That'll do nicely. So, 54 jokers to go. Largely uncommons, I think. So, the order is one I need to win with, but it's perishable and we're only on anti-2. So that's rough. Maybe we can just keep this knocking around afterwards, but I wouldn't call it likely. We need the 5 more than anything else. Show me the 5. There it is. Between the chips and the malt. That's okay for a few more rounds. 4 fingers. We do need to win with 4 fingers. Now, this will make this easy in the short term. In the long term, it's going to be tough, basically. But we can... Maybe we sell this after. Oh my god, I need the family as well, but this is also perishable. Oh dear, I want this extra hand. We have to do it now if we're going to do it. Let's see if we can double our money first. We cannot. We can get $7. Must play 5 cards. Is fine. Obviously, this guy over on the left giving us 50 chips, if not doing much else. I will take that. I will always peep these guys. Okay. We could make 4 fingers polychrome right now. We should sell these first, because they won't survive. I should have temperanced before I did this. But it is what it is. The next blind, 3,200. We need some value if we're going to achieve that. So, we're not actually on straights anymore for any more value than anything else. So flushes would be fine. Straight flushes would be fantastic. I'm going to do this and hope to find a 10. Or an ace. So that is a straight flush. Gives us the most bang for our buck. And that's gone pretty well. Lovers is kind of okay. Probably not going to try and get towards a flush house here. I will play this trips just to get a few points. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 jack is a straight flush. We don't get the club value apart from this deuce, but that's okay. 2,000 points. 700 points. We can do another straight. There are a lot of these high-end clubs still to be drawn. That's not some of them. We need 1,800 points. I fear I'm not going to get them here. Let's do this to try and just get a few more. 1,200. I need 300 points. King, king, 4, 4 with 2 clubs probably does that. But what I really need is some more value in my hands. Blue Joker probably keeps us alive for a tiny bit longer. We could play this. I don't love it, but we're not losing much of opportunities. 900 points. Right, I'm going to work with these clubs that we have. We don't have straight flush here. We could just play a 5-card flush and hope the extra 60 chips here does a lot of good for us. It was good, but it was not great. Right, so we need about 1,800 points, something like that, in 3 hands. We need 1,000 points out of 2 hands. I think I'm just going to play this and hope to do something with this queen and jack in a second. That'll be it. Okay. Clubs is good. Makes our straight flushes easier to make. This is terrible. These don't help me at all. Can I have some value, please? I'll take a judgment. A vampire in a deck that is entirely not enhanced. We do still need a vampire win, but it doesn't help. Straight flush value would be huge. Straight value is okay. I could play a flush house. I'm not above it. Yeah, I'd say that went well. More clubs. Please be good. Oh god, you're not great. Three odd cards. 2 odd cards is probably about the same as a blue joker. We're just committing to having it forever, which is the tough part. I think we need it. Honestly, I don't think we get through these rounds without it. Queen Jack 10-9. 10,000 points. Okay, that's gone all right. Ballot on odd and gluttonous is probably better than this guy, although it's probably better than just vampire doing absolutely nothing. 36,000 points though may be unassailable. Two, three, four, five, and a fifth card for straight flush. The 9's going to go multiple times on odd, Todd, and gluttonous. There's about half of what we need. Four, five, six, seven, eight would be it. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 4 makes straight flush with 9 up front. We need 9,000 points out of 2 hands. I have a lot of clubs left. This is a 4-card straight with 3 clubs. If I can draw one more club, we can play one more straight flush again. Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Ace to score extra on odd, Todd, hanging Chad. But we're not going to be able to keep doing this. Not sustainably, I would say. Cash injection is nice. Neither of these are fantastic for the existence of our skip tag. I'm wondering if I would like some more malt instead of these chips, but marginal. I might skip for this charm tag in a second. 7, 8, 9, 10 with an extra club. Let's do the 2 and hold the 9, the queen, and put the 9 up front. One more of those would be sufficient. Seven, 6, 5, 4 club. 7 on the left. Okay. More clubs. Flushes or straights? I mean, straights scale faster and are already bigger. If we can't do straight flushes. Cards played face down after each hand played. I hate it. I'm going to skip here and just try and get some more value somewhere. I think steel is actually super valuable given that we get a lot of value from cards playing. More value into straights. Then the moon is obviously nice, even if we only have 2 non-clubs. Death kind of doesn't help as much. 22 clubs right now. Let's do this. And I'm going to do these on 9s. We can only play one in a turn for a... we could play 2 for a turn with a 4-card straight and one other, but I want them to be odd on hanging Chad with the extra value inside themselves. Eight, 9. I'll keep this, obviously. Gonna just do that. Ace, King, Queen. We need the Jack. We could just play a flush. That would be valid. Straight would be much better. Straight's almost as much as... or straight is more than a straight flush right now. I just don't have a Jack or anything like that. I guess I don't really need it. $22.5. This sucks. Well, I'm not going to get to a straight out of this. We do have a flush. It just won't tell me that I do. The deck goes spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. Spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds are down here. That's a real rough time. Oh my god. At least the club was up front. It's not enough though. So, the clubs are over here. But if I want to make a straight, I'm more likely to do so like this, I guess. But it really is a complete unknown. Just a pair of 10s. Man, the fish hasn't wrecked me like that in a long time. We were doing so good. So meticulous. Up to that moment. Well, I'll take it. Have we got a 10 in the bunch? Did I just play a bunch of them? Well, if we could find a heart, that would be okay. We don't. 9s and 4s, though, will give us 60 points. And then here's a bunch of free stuff that is bad. Eternal Foil Juggler. We don't need Juggler. We've won with Juggler before, but I'll take it and hold it. Then here, I'm just going to take Deck Thinning and Cash. Extra interest. And chug along. Alright, so we're going to have 50 extra chips from the Juggler in perpetuity, and with a larger hand size, we could do stuff with steel cards or anything like that. What suits did we lose? Spades and diamonds. We still have a lot of hearts. I get to choose 2 of these, which is nice. I would not mind the money, especially because our interest is higher, so that makes sense. And then we could do this. And that. Just work up to a bunch of hearts. That will be there in a minute, won't it? It will. Tens, sixes, deuces. I'm just going to look for the hearts, honestly. There you go. Exactly 500 points. And nearly enough to get by. 10, 20, 30, 28 doubled is enough. Oh, plus 50, of course. Right, our interest is fantastic. Do I want another one of these? Probably not very strategically sound. But it is interesting. And I like interesting. It does slightly beg the question, what hand should we be working towards when we have such a large hand to hold? Like, we're going to see so many cards. We could try and make a lot of queens for Shoot the Moon. If we had Bloodstone right now, I'd be laughing. Just so much money and so little to do with it. I almost want to take this just on the chance we find Bloodstone at this stage. That will give us money. That will give us a lot of stuff, given that we took oops or sixes. So this is held cards, give us $1 every time. How dare that 8 not give me stuff? This is probably safest. But I need score over money right now. That's interesting, if nothing else. Of course I want more hands. Absolutely I do. Um, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. What do I want to do with this information? We have 4 Jack of Hearts right now. We could go 5 of Hearts, 7 of Hearts, or 8 of Hearts. And then Fool, get another Strength card, take another hand. Gonna ditch 8 Ball for Obelisk. Okay, we have a lot of hands to spend at 6. We have a very large hand. We want to pick one of these things to make really big. And is it going to be flush? Probably not, because flush is going to be really hard to scale really fast. We could do high cards. We could just make way more 8s. We did get rid of 8-ball, but, you know, these things happen. I want to do high cards specifically. This is growing till right now. So now we could play quads or something and get the benefit before then going back to more high cards. Oh, this is going to get weird. There's 8-ball again. Hilarious. Steel cards are solid because our hand size is giant. More 8s? Yes. So you're at 1.8, but we're going to reset you on high cards now. And then just try and get high card to be really big. 8. Do I think I could win without more high cards than that? Because I do still have to win. One, two, three, four, five. I don't know if this wins. It does. Okay, can we just keep Obelisk going now? Eight high cards. I think Trance. Good. Mega Celestial Pack. Planet X. It's great. We don't want to play flushes. I would be happy to play a straight flush on occasion. You know what? I'd be happy to play a straight on occasion as well. I bet I haven't won with reserved parking. I have not. So, unless we find Bloodstone, I'm happy enough to try and get a victory with reserved parking in this absurd fashion. Here is 2 pair again. Now, we do fall at risk of accidentally being forced into playing high card at some point, which would obviously be tragic. And already the pair and 2 pair are much, much higher than I would like them to be in this system. I have to do it. We get there. Seltzer. We have never won with Seltzer. But is that going to be the answer to any of my questions? Any of my problems? Mainly the get through lots of cards to discard towards Obelisk. Because these are my problem right now. Not having enough of these to get to these. I don't think it saves me. Oh my god, it's Bloodstone. We have an anti-4 boss, an anti-5 boss, an anti-6 boss, an anti-7 boss, and an anti-8 boss. That is 5 bosses on guaranteed Bloodstones. We have 3 flushes we could play. And a bunch of straight flushes we could play. Or we could ditch Obelisk for Bloodstone and not concern ourselves with it. That would be an option. Well, I need the Bloodstone win. We have 17 hearts. It's not that many. So anti-4 win, anti-5 win, anti-6 win, anti-7 win, anti-8 win. Would get us to a win with Bloodstone by the time we get to the finale. Let's say a flush always wins. That's 3 flushes, and then any of straight flush or flush 5. Or 5 of a kind with a bunch of hearts in it. We have 2 8 of hearts, 4 jack of hearts. Right, we'll do this, we'll do this. We'll do that, that's lovely. So we are now in Skip City. We want more powerful hearts to play, right? I do get to choose 2 of these, and so given that this is spades, clubs, and diamonds, we're just going to do that and that. Cards drawn face down after each hand played. Alright, we have 5 hearts. That's better hearts. If I had a 10, I would wild it to make a straight flush here, but I can't. None of these give me any extra after this 4, so it's just going to be 4 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 2.4. And that's what we get. It's enough. It might not be enough for long, but it's enough. A Polychrome the Idol. I mean, it's always 1.5x, which is something. We will level up our flushes to get to where we need to be with the flushes that we have. And Planet X. That's intriguing against Bloodstone, honestly. I don't know how the math works out on this doing a bunch of stuff as this scales versus this just doing a big number at the end, though if I play 2 more flushes, those are the last 2 flushes I can play. No repeat hand types this round, but good skip tags, so I'm not going to do it. None of this is helpful. So we have a giant hand. I'm hoping we can somehow get to victory with what we have. Now, we don't have to play flushes. We can use our discards or play other hands to move through stuff like this, or just trips. Just trips is probably pretty good. So is this the deck with loads of 8s in it? 6 8s. No. 9 8s. I would love. Well, if I make this, if I love as this, it goes twice for Bloodstone. So that's almost certainly something I should do, right? Then I could just play the flush we have. But again, I'd rather not just play flushes. We don't have a straight. There's kind of not a good 5-card selection here to discard. How many pairs do we have left to play? A few. Five of a kind is currently 21 malt. This going twice would make it 30, would make it 45, which is reasonable in the grand scheme of things. Just not the hand I want right now. But I don't want to discard something reasonably strong like this. So let's play this. Basically 10% of what we need. The blue seal is fantastic. Honestly, I think I can throw away one of these 8s while we look for either a Jack of Hearts or an 8 of Hearts or something. Okay, we get a flush house here, if I want to play it. I think I'm going to play trips again. We've not played trips yet. And every hand we play makes Obelisk bigger, of course. That shouldn't be discounted. The 2 8s of Hearts are hiding in the bottom of the deck. Now, we do have enough cards that we can see the entire deck, which is an important consideration. No repeat hand types this round, of course. 4 of a kind with a bunch of hearts in it. It only starts at 7 though. It's not that big. We don't have any discards left. We have 5 pairs left. I could play this pair. We finally draw an 8 of Hearts. So now I feel confident doing this. And doing this. And then we get a flush house value from the blue seal. Alright, if I could do that a couple more times, we might just be okay. Smiley face is no good. Add polychrome to a random joker, destroy the others. These 3 can't be destroyed, but it would destroy one of these 2, and that is a situation I cannot live with. A blue steel foil 2 I will take. Really, we're just looking for incredible tarot cards. Then we're skipping. We have 2 flushes left to play. Bunch of levels in 2 pair may well help in a minute. Okay. Lose $1 per card played. Doesn't matter. Let's play 3 of a kind again. The 5 we can make wild and have a pair of 5s. That doesn't scream to me as super useful. I think I'm just going to play this 2-pair to play... Oh, how many two? We played 5 2-pairs. We can do this. I'm having flashbacks to an occasion where I was about this point in the game, and then I once played high card as a discard and just completely ruined it. We have a straight flush in hand. I'd rather not do it with the blue seal. Queen Jack 10 9 8. Let's discard like this. Okay, I'd rather play the flush house then. This is only our second flush house played. This will almost certainly be enough points. We get the extra trigger on the 8. This was like about 300,000 when we played it in the last round, I think. Okay. Now, what our final boss is... Oh, we're not there yet. We're one more. Yeah, we've got one more. But what the final boss is going to be crucial. That's for sure. Great question. I think I'm going to do this. Because I'm thinking to a world where we have Verdant Leaf. And we have to sell Obelisk. And we have to play really strong flushes without Obelisk. An 8 of Hearts is actually fantastic. Though a 5 would give us something else that we could Lovers and have 3 5 of Hearts for more options. The family, I do need a win with the family. It's 4x mult. I don't need a win with Obelisk. Could we pivot to 4 of a kind builds? We have 9 8s and 5 6s, but we have those in limited hearts. Now, with 2 cards, 2 discards, 6 hands, and a 10 card starting hand, that is 10 plus 8 times 5 is 40. We'll see all but 1 card in the deck. So we can guarantee that we get to play 4 of a kind a couple times, I think. And we can also play as many flushes as we want. And we can discard with high card and all that. So I think I am going to make this pivot. It's a scary pivot. But I think this could work. So now I don't need to... I do need to skip every hand for Bloodstone. Yes, okay. Aura on the red seal re-triggering wild 8. Skip again. Pass. Serpent. Okay, the 5 is good. Let's just discard a card. And discard a card. Right, I want to play quads. Must remember, 4 of a kind is the important part. Here is my card. What do we have least of? We're going to draw 12 more cards, which is tough. We're probably not playing quad deuces because we're holding a steel one. Alright, quad tens is not where I saw this starting. But hey, I will take it. I'm not going to play an extra... Oh, we have quad fives as well. So, we're going to draw 3 cards back no matter what happens here. With few hearts, that's actually rougher than I would like it to be. Quad fives with this guy is worth less to me than quad eights with more hearts in it. Amazingly, because this gives us so much value in eights, starting with a big number and then getting multiplied because of the +10. Obviously, we can play 5 of a kind as well, which is worth a lot more base value than 4 of a kind is, and still applies to the family. There are still 2 5s to find. There are still a bunch of 8s to find. I'm not going to play 5 of a kind with this 3. Now, if I play 4 of a kind now, I can draw into 4 of a kind next turn and then still have 1 more hand to play. That is a consideration for sure. I could get the chance to basically have 3 good scoring opportunities rather than 2. If I play this 3 high, I give up one of my reasonable scoring opportunities. We do not find an 8. I can play this flush and then hope to draw 1 8. There's 6 of the remaining 23 cards. That's a quarter in exact terms, though it's not quite that because you draw 1 card, eliminate it, whether it was an 8 or not, and there's 3 of them to chance and yada 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 yada. But I think I'm just going to play this and then hope to find another 8. Oh, we did not find another 8, and I'm so mad about it. We do have another steel card in hand. So we can do heart, heart, heart. Lovers something, which is really not great. And then play the steel 2, which results in this. We put that one up front and that one at the end with 2 steel cards. Maybe there's a chance. Okay. What is our boss? Flips and shuffles or jokers is about the best case scenario we could ever ask for. That is incredible. Our joker order simply does not matter. This is our last round with Bloodstone, so we have to skip again. We get $25 we won't see and $44 we won't have a shop to spend in. So this is our last $29 to spend. Level up 4 of a kind. Can't make use of you at all unless I can't ditch this. This is eternal, so can't make use of that. That is actually okay. $7 would leave $4. Would I rather chance at some tarot card or a jumbo standard pack? I think I have a chance at some tarot card. We don't get it. Don't need either of those. Can't afford anything else. Why does it say buy? It would be easier just to have that grayed out. Like that. In any case. Skip. skip. We don't need to reserve any information from this, other than that this is one of our jugglers. Okay, now we're not playing on the rules of the serpent. We're just playing under regular rules. So we did not make this wild, so the 5s I care less about. We do not... Oh, we have 2 10s already. We have good jacks in hearts. We have lots more 5s though. So we're more likely to make 4 of a kind in hearts. Although it seemed that if we make a really, really good flush with glass at the end and plus 10 at the front, that's pretty good going as well in terms of overall score. Okay, I really want to get this right. I'm going to stop and think about what I really want right now. I could play this flush. Flush level 5 at 12 is a little better than it was. But we get no 4 of a kind value from this. We nuke any chance of doing a jack 4 of a kind if we do this. So that seems less good. If we want to get through all of the deck, this is 40 cards, this is 41. If we want to get through basically the whole deck, we have to turn over 5 cards every time. So, give up on the 5s. This is great. I'm basically all in on 8s and jacks and good hearts. I'm basically all in on really good hearts, I think, which is terrifying. We could do this and then draw 4 more other good hearts. But I don't want to spend this steel card. That steel card feels like it's worth a lot to me. But I want to turn over cards, is the thing. I really want to turn over cards. So I am going to play this as much as it hurts me. Okay, Glass Jack is massive. I would really like the plus 10 8 first though. This 8 up here with plus 10 and retriggers and wild. It's scary to think this whole thing could rest on drawing that 1 card. And yet there it is. So this flush house with this plus 10 wild re-triggering 8 and a glass jack on the end with some extra chips here and all the rest. Is the most bizarre gold sticker win we've had in a good long while. So that is a win on Bloodstone. Did we win on Bloodstone recently and I just convinced myself we hadn't? Am I that dumb? It's not on my list right now. The family definitely is. So we won with the family. There's that. Oops All Sixes we needed the win with as well. So we got that. Juggler we didn't. I know I did Juggler recently. We had 2 of those, and Bloodstone, apparently I had one with at some point recently. But that's the win. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.